Elizabethan prose. Sir Francis Bacon. Sir Francis Bacon is considered as the father of English essays. Sir Francis Bacon's essays first appeared in 1597, the second edition in 1612, and the third edition in 1625. First edition of essays of Francis Bacon appeared in 1597, second in 1612, third in 1625. Besides essays, Francis Bacon wrote Novum Organum. Besides essays, Francis Bacon wrote Novum Organum, written in Latin, The Advancement of Learning by Francis Bacon, New Atlantis by Francis Bacon, and The History of Henry VII by Francis Bacon. Bacon's popular essays are of Truth by Francis Bacon, of Friendship, of Love, of Travel, of Parents and Children, of Marriage and Single Life by Francis Bacon, of Anger by Francis Bacon, of Revenge by Francis Bacon, of Death by Francis Bacon. Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson's essays are compiled in the Timbers or Discoveries. Ben Jonson's essays are compiled in the Timber or Discoveries. Ben Jonson's essays are compiled in the Timber or Discoveries. Ben Jonson's essays are aphoristic like those of Bacon. Ben Jonson is considered as the father of English literary criticism. Ben Jonson is considered as the father of English literary criticism. Elizabethan drama. During the Renaissance period, the most important achievement in English literature was in the field of drama. The dramatists of Elizabethan drama in this golden period include William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, Ben Jonson, Lilly, George Peele, Thomas Kidd, Robert Greene, and others are dramatists. The dramatists in Elizabethan period: William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, Ben Jonson, Thomas Kidd, Robert Greene, John Johnson, Lilly, George Peele, Thomas Kidd, Robert Greene are Elizabethan dramatists. The English dramas have gone through great transformation in Elizabethan period. The first regular English comedy was Ralph Roister Doister. The first regular English comedy was Ralph Roister Doister, written by Nicholas Udall. The first English tragedy was Gorboduc. The first English tragedy was Gorboduc in blank verse. The first three acts of Gorboduc written by Thomas Norton and the other two by Thomas Sackville. The first three acts of Gorboduc was the first English tragedy in blank verse. The three acts of Gorboduc written by Thomas Norton and the other two by Thomas Sackville. The university wits contributed hugely for the growth of Elizabethan drama. The university wits is the notable group of pioneer English dramatists who wrote during the last 15 years of the 16th century during Renaissance and who transformed the native interlude and chronicle plays with their pledge of quality. The university wits include Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene. The university wits include Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene, Thomas Nashe, all graduates of Cambridge, as well as Thomas Lodge in university wits and George Peele in university wits, both of Oxford. Another of the wits, though not university trained, was Thomas Kidd, preceded by John Lilly, and they prepared the way from William Shakespeare. The greatest poetic dramatist among them was Marlowe, whose handling of blank verse gave the period its characteristic voice for next 50 years. Christopher Marlowe was the greatest of pre-Shakespearean dramatist. Marlowe wrote only tragedies. His most famous works are Edward II, Tamburlaine the Great, The Jew of Malta by Christopher Marlowe, Tamburlaine by Christopher Marlowe, Edward II by Christopher Marlowe, The Massacre of Paris by Christopher Marlowe, and Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe. Christopher Marlowe popularized the blank verse. Ben Jonson called it blank verse. Ben Jonson called Marlowe popularized the blank verse. Marlowe popularized blank verse. The blank verse. Ben Jonson called blank verse. Ben Jonson called blank verse the mighty line of Marlowe. The mighty line of Marlowe is a blank verse by Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson introduced the comedy of humors, which portrays the individual as dominated by one marked characteristic. Ben Jonson is best known for his every man in his humor. Ben Jonson is best known for his every man in his humor. Other important plays of Ben Jonson are Every Man Out of His Humor, Wolpen or The Fox by Ben Jonson, and The Alchemist by Ben Jonson. John Webster's The White Devil and The Duchess of Malfi are important Elizabethan Jacobean dramas. John Webster's The White Devil, The Duchess of Malfi are important Elizabethan Jacobean dramas. Thomas Kidd, The Spanish Tragedy is a Senecan play. Thomas Kidd, The Spanish Tragedy is a Senecan play by Thomas Kidd. Thomas Kidd resembles Shakespeare's Hamlet. Spanish Tragedy resembles Shakespeare's Hamlet. Its horrific plot, Spanish Tragedy horrific plot, gave the play a great and lasting popularity. John Lyly is the most widely known as the author of prose romance entitled Euphige. The style Lyly used Euphige his Euphige is known as euphemism. John Lyly's Euphige is known as euphemism. William Shakespeare. The early comedies in these immature plays, the plots are not original. The characteristics are less finished and the style lacks the genius of Shakespeare. They are full of wit and wordplay. Of this type are The Comedy of Errors, Love's Labour's Lost, and The Two Gentlemen of Verona by William Shakespeare. The English historians these plays show a rapid maturing of Shakespeare's technique. His characterization has improved. Shakespeare's characterization has improved. The plays in this group are Richard II, Henry IV, and Henry V. The mature comedies by William Shakespeare in this group are mature comedy of William Shakespeare include Twelfth Night, As You Like It, Much Ado About Nothing are included. The somber plays include in this group All Is Well That Ends Well, All's Well That Ends Well, Measure for Measure, and Troilus and Cressida. In the somber plays. These plays show a cynical attitude to life, are realistic in plot. The great tragedies Hamlet, Othello, Macbeth, The King Lear are the climax Shakespeare's art. These plays stand supreme in intensity of emotion, depth and psychological insight and power of style. The Roman play Julius Caesar, Antony and Cleopatra. The Roman play Julius Caesar, Antony and Cleopatra Corleo, Coriolanus, etc. The Roman plays Julius Caesar, Antony, and Cleopatra. The Roman plays Julius Caesar, Antony, and Cleopatra, Coriolanus, etc. Follow the Great Tragic period. Unlike Marlowe, Shakespeare is relaxed in the intensity of tragedy. The last plays, the notable last plays of Shakespeare are Cymbeline, The Winter's Tale by Shakespeare, The Tempest by William Shakespeare, The Winter's Tale by William Shakespeare, The Tempest by William Shakespeare. The immense power and variety of Shakespeare's works have led to the idea that one man cannot have written it all. Yet it must be true that one man did. Thus, Shakespeare remains as the greatest English dramatist even today. In the 17th century came the decline of Renaissance spirit. The writers of that time either imitated the Elizabethan master or paved new paths. Thomas Dekker, Thomas Middleton, Thomas Heywood, Beaumont, Thomas Dekker, Thomas Middleton, Thomas Heywood, Beaumont and Fletcher, Thomas Nash, Thomas Lodge, Robert Greene, George Peele, etc. are other noted Elizabethan playwrights. Thomas Dekker, Thomas Middleton, Thomas Heywood are Elizabethan playwrights. Beaumont, Fletcher, Thomas Nash, Thomas Lodge, Robert Greene and George Peele are famous Elizabethan playwrights. Metaphysical poetry. In the book Lives of the Most Eminent English Poets, the author Samuel Johnson made the first use of the word metaphysical poetry. Samuel Johnson used the term metaphysical poets to define a loose group of the poets of 17th century. The term metaphysical is applied to English and continental European poets of the 17th century. Was used by Augustan poets John Dryden and Samuel Johnson to reprove those poets for their unnaturalness. This group's most prominent poems include John Donne, founder of metaphysical poetry, Andrew Marvell, Abraham Cowley in metaphysical poetry, Abraham Cowley, Andrew Marvell, Abraham Cowley in metaphysical poetry, George Herbert in metaphysical poetry, Andrew Marvell in metaphysical poetry, Albert Cowley in metaphysical poetry, George Herbert in metaphysical poetry, Henry Vaughan in metaphysical poetry, Herbert Vaughan, Thomas Traherne, Richard Creso in metaphysical poetry. All of these poets had the some style of wit and conceit in their poetry. Metaphysical poetry is defined as highly intellectualized poetry marked by bold and ingenious conceits, incongruous imagery, complexity, and subtlety of thought, frequent use of paradox, and often by deliberate harshness or rigidity of expression in metaphysical poetry. The unusual comparison of things in poetry is one of its unique and more interesting characteristics of metaphysical poetry. All the metaphysicals have ability for unusual witty comparison, juxtaposition, and far-fetched imagery. Colloquial style are characteristics of metaphysical poetry. These unusual comparisons are metaphysical conceits. Some of the great metaphysical poetry works by metaphysical poets include the Phlia, the Sun Rising, a Valediction, Forbidding Morning, Death Be Not Found, Proud by John Donne, The Color, The Pulley by George Herbert, The Retreat by Henry Vaughan, The Definition of Love, To His Coy Mistress by Henry Marvell, etc. John Donne affects the metaphysical. This is the derogatory remark for John Donne by John Dryden in his essay A Discourse Concerning the Original and Progress of Satire. The 17th century literature is divided into two periods: the Puritan Age or the Age of Milton, which is further divided into Jacobean and Caroline periods. After the names of rulers James I and Charles I, who rules from 1603 to 1625 and 1625 to 1649, and the Restoration period or the Age of Dryden. Jacobean literature. The Jacobean era was the period in English and Scottish history that coincides with the reign of James VI of Scotland, who also inherited the crown of England in 1603 as James I. The Jacobean age lasted from 1603 to 1625 in England, from 1567 to 1625 in Scotland. It is defined by the reign of King James I or VI and includes first of Scotland, sixth of England, first of England and sixth of Scotland. James VI of Scotland and first of England. Includes some of the greatest poetry, drama and essays produced in English language. We call it Jacobean era and not the Jamesian era because Jacobus is the Latin version of the name James. The Jacobean era succeeds the Elizabethan era and precedes the Caroline era. Jacobean era is between the Elizabethan era first, after the Elizabethan era and before the Caroline era. The age of Caroline is an age in British history that is named after Charles I. The age of Caroline is an age in British history that is named after Charles I. It lasted from 1625 to 1649. The Caroline age is made up for three poetic cycles: metaphysical, cavalier and Puritan. The English Elizabethan era, the period of English history during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, which lasted from 1558 to 1603. The term Jacobean can be used to describe everything from literature to art, architecture, decorative arts and more. Any literature written during that time period 1603 to 1625 can be considered Jacobean. The foremost poets of Jacobean era, Ben Jonson and John Donne. The foremost poets of Jacobean era are Ben Jonson and John Donne. Are regarded as the originator of two diverse poetic traditions, the Cavalier and the Metaphysical. Cavaliers by Ben Jonson and Metaphysical by John Donne. Cavalier by Ben Jonson, Metaphysical by John Donne. Notable writers: Ben Jonson had a powerful influence on England poetry and comedy. Ben Jonson's best known comedies of Ben Jonson are Every Man Out of His Humor, The Silent Women by Ben Jonson, The Alchemist by Ben Jonson, The Silent Women by Ben Jonson, and Bartholomew Fair by Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson is known for his comedy of manners. Ben Jonson's tragedies are Sejanus, His Fall, Catiline, His Conspiracy. Francis Bacon, an English philosopher and statesman and essayist. Francis Bacon is often regarded as the father of empiricism. Francis Bacon is also regarded as the father of empiricism is Francis Bacon. Robert Burton, best known for his Anatomy of Melancholy. Robert Burton in Jacobean era, best known for his Anatomy of Melancholy. William Shakespeare. Although mainly associated with the Elizabethan era, William Shakespeare, a few of William Shakespeare's best known plays were written after the Queen's death in Jacobean era. These include Macbeth and The Tempest. Those seven of Shakespeare's Jacobean plays are Miser for Miser, Othello, King Lear, Macbeth, Coriolanus, The Winter's Tale, and The Tempest. John Donne, one of the most important English poets of his time. John Donne was the best of the metaphysical poets and is remembered for his skill and conceits. The Flea, The Good Morrow by John Donne, Death Be Not Proud by John Donne, and The Rising Sun by John Donne. Go and Catch Falling Star by John Donne. Are some of best poems of John Donne. Francis Beaumont, a Renaissance dramatist. Francis Beaumont is best known for his work with John Fletcher. Francis Beaumont and John Fletcher, their plays were written jointly, but alone. Francis Beaumont wrote The Night of the Burning Pestle and The Mask of the Inner Temple and Gray's Inn by Francis Beaumont. Thomas Heywood. Thomas Heywood worked in a variety of dramatic genres, historical, romantic, comedy of manners, etc. But in the case of domestic drama, Thomas Heywood is unique. Thomas Heywood wrote about 228 plays. Thomas Heywood's best plays are A Woman Killed with Kindness. Thomas Heywood's best plays are A Woman Killed with Kindness, A Woman Killed with Kindness by Thomas Heywood, Kindness, The English Traveller by Thomas Heywood, Fair End of West by Thomas Heywood. Thomas Dekker is called the Dickens of the Elizabethan stage. Thomas Dekker is called the Dickens of Elizabethan stage. Thomas Dekker's best plays are Old Fortunates. The Shoemaker's Holiday by Thomas Dekker, The Honest War by Thomas Dekker. John Webster wrote highly sensational tragedies. John Webster's important plays are The White Devil by John Webster, The Duchess of Malfi by John Webster. The Duchess of Malfi by John Webster is masterpiece of John Webster, The Duchess of Malfi. The most prominent of the Jacobean playwrights apart from Shakespeare are John Webster, Tourneur Beaumont. Beaumont is also Jacobean playwright. Fletcher, Borromean, Fletcher, Middleton, Beaumont, Fletcher, Middleton are famous Jacobean playwrights. Rowley, Marston, Hayward, Beaumont, Fletcher, Middleton, Rowley, Marston, Hayward, Ford and Dekker are famous Jacobean playwrights. Puritan age up to 1660. Puritanism dominated the 17th century. John Milton was the greatest representative of the Puritan spirit. The Puritan movement in literature is also called the Second Renaissance. The Puritan movement in literature is also called the Second Renaissance. Because of the revival of man's moral nature, Puritan is also called the Second Renaissance. Puritan age, it stood for people's liberty from shackles of the despotic ruler and introduced morality and high ideas in politics. Milton's early Milton's early poems include on Shakespeare. Milton's early poems include on Shakespeare, and on arriving at the age of 23 by John Donne by John Milton. John Milton by Milton. On Shakespeare by John Milton, and arriving at the age of 23 by John Milton. Allegro by John Milton, the happy man. Allegro means the happy man. Allegro by John Milton. And second Pensereso, the sad man by John Milton, are two long narrative poems. Comus is Mask, written by Milton. Comus is a mask written by John Milton. Comus is a mask written by John Milton. Comus is mask written by John Milton. When Milton was at Cambridge, Milton's pastoral elegy Lycidas. Milton's pastoral elegy Lycidas is on his friend Edward King, who drowned to death on a voyage to Ireland. Milton's pastoral elegy Lycidas is on his friend Edward King, who drowned to death on a voyage to Ireland. Milton's one of the sonnets on his blindness deals with the theme of his blindness. Milton is remembered for his greatest epic poem Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost contained 12 books and published in 1677. Milton composed it in blank verse. Paradise Lost covers the rebellion of Satan, Lucifer in heaven, and his expulsion. Paradise Regained and Samson Agonistus are the other two major poems of Milton. Milton occupies a central position in English literature. Milton was a great Puritan and supported Oliver Cromwell in the Civil War. Milton wrote many pamphlets in support of Parliament. Lyric poets during Milton's period, the Cavalier poet. Milton's period produced immense lyric poetry. These lyrical poets dealt chiefly with love and war. Richard Lovelace Lucasta contains the best of his shorter pieces. Milton's best known lyrics such as To Althea by Milton, From Prison to Lucasta by John Milton, Going the Wars by John Milton are simple and sincere. John Suckling was a famous wit at court. John Suckling's poems are generous and witty. John Suckling's poem is Ballad Upon a Wedding. Robert Herrick wrote some fresh and passionate lyrics. Among his best known shorter poems are To Althea by Robert Herrick, To Julia by Robert Herrick, To Althea by Robert Herrick, To Julia by Robert Herrick, Cherry Ripe by Robert Herrick. Many prose writers flourished during Milton's age. Thomas Browne is the best prose writer of this period. His Religio Medici, Puritan age. Robert Browne is the best prose writer of the Puritan period. His Religio Medici is a curious mixture of religious faith and scientific skepticism. Thomas Hobbes Leviathan. Thomas Hobbes Leviathan. Thomas Fuller's The History of the Holy War are the other important prose works during this period. Isaac Walton's biography of John Donne is very famous work of Milton's period. The Neoclassical period 1660 to 1798. The period Neoclassical age between 1660 and 1798 is roughly marked as the Neoclassical period in the history of English literature. Neoclassical period is known as the Neoclassical age because its writer looked back to the ideals and art forms of classical times.